We are tracking a quick moving system that is headed into the area overnight tonight. You can see the bulk of the rain still back off to our west, but this is going to quickly move into our area here in just the next couple of hours. Plus, we've got this cold air wedge set up, which means we're talking some chilly temperatures as well. Now, the difference is that between what you woke up to this morning and tomorrow morning is that it is going to be a little bit warmer. We were in the 20s and 30s this morning. I think we're going to be hard pressed to get down into the 20s in many areas, except for in those higher elevations up into the mountains. But across the upstate, notice it's upper 30s to low 40s. And that's why you've got rain in the forecast overnight tonight. Plain old rain, but it's still going to be a messy morning commute. Now it's into the mountains that our temperatures are going to drop to around freezing. Some of those, again, higher elevations drop to below freezing, which is why we had that concern for freezing rain into tomorrow morning. So let's talk about futurecast here. This is a look ahead to midnight, and you can start to see that leading edge of the rain moving through central and north Georgia. So by about 2-3 o'clock, this is moving into our area. Again, it's all rain across the northeast Georgia as well as into the upstate. But up into the mountains, see these pinks and the whites? That's the freezing rain and even the upper elevation snow that's going to possibly mix in as we head throughout the morning commute time. It does continue on and off throughout the morning commute, and even by 9 o'clock, we've still got some freezing rain mixing in some of those higher elevation spots before switching over to all rain. And then check this out, very heavy rain moving through around lunchtime. That continues throughout much of the afternoon. So this is looking like it's going to be a pretty good rainmaker for us as well. A chilly rain, but it is going to be a nice rainmaker for us as we head throughout the day on your Tuesday. And then it wraps up by the time we get into the overnight hours headed into Wednesday morning. So light glaze is possible, especially through the bridges and those overpasses. Those are the areas of concern that you really want to pay attention to on your morning commute. Freezing rain in the mountains, potential for sleet, and maybe even a little snow in the higher elevations means you want to plan for extra time for tomorrow morning's commute. In the upstate and northeast Georgia, it's just plain old rain, but that still means that you're looking at a messy morning commute where those wet roads and the icy potential conditions into the mountains means that it's going to be a tough go for you tomorrow morning. So plan for that extra time. Set your alarm about 10 to 15 minutes extra just so you can get where you're going tomorrow safely. Now tomorrow, in terms of our temperatures, we get this classic cold air wedge setup. So temperatures are only going to top out in the low to mid 40s. It's going to be a rather raw, chilly day, especially with that rain and then the cooler temperatures as well. Notice we've got a couple of spots maybe in the far western mountains that do get into the low 50s, but that's not terribly warm. In fact, the next 7 days, our temperatures are below normal for this time of year. Normal daytime highs, Asheville is 60 degrees, is 63 in the upstate. So those temperatures running below normal with afternoon highs in the upstate into the 50s all the way through next Monday, and even really trending all the way through Thanksgiving. Morning lows after tomorrow morning, we'll get back into the freezing mark. In the mountains, you're looking at afternoon highs into the 40s all the way through the next 7 days with those morning lows in the 20s. And we've been telling you about this system all weekend long. If you have our First Alert Weather app, you've been getting those alerts. If you don't have our First Alert Weather app, you can still download it. Scan that QR code right there on your screen, and you too can get those alerts straight to your phone. We'll continue to keep you updated, of course, tomorrow morning on the app if you're not nearby a TV throughout the morning.